executed 22-yard gain. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, here's Richardson. He's got Smith here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A big throw, but incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Richardson now on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Foreman. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada, where you see the final score there. The Lumberjacks are still saying, we want to be a part of this playoff race as they up their record to 8-5 with an important win. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash. This from 33. York able to send this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The slot man in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Richardson looking to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Up the middle they go. It's Hale, and he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now it's Richardson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 67 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback. Squaring his shot.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Calling that a very strong gain of 24. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here comes 3rd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. Hey, it's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the third, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
On first down, Richardson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
We'll run it now with Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And an Anchorage first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They go play action with Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Richardson yet again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Drake Jackson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is. And as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. Touchdown! A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Black Knights strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
37, Huskies 30.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Play action. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Smith Jr. incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 81 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That part, I guess, sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hale. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Huskies are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey to about the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hale. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 118 yards on the ground for Lindsey here. It's a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hale. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Richardson. Finding Pittman. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Richardson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.